We've documented young people just like you and I,
who are already fulfilling their dream and having fun in the process.
The message we are trying to convey is that despite the pressures of society,
despite what is considered realistic,
you have the true ambition.
You are equipped with the brain power
to go out there
and achieve your wildest dreams.
I'm Jenna.
And I'm Kate.
And this is Live.
What do you want to do with your life? Now, what do you actually want to do with your life? Never mind what your parents, friends, family members, teachers, past and present have told you. Your dream is yours, and yours alone.
My name is Nick Rose. I am 18 years old. I own a clothing company and design brand called King's Crown Collective. The brand started in 2012 with my friend Dan Spadero. The original idea was to make windbreakers for snowboarders, but eventually the idea evolved into just more simpler ideas, so we made t-shirts. And now it's just me, it's a sole proprietorship, and I make clothes. I also design websites and graphic design for a number of clients. Never really had a passion for clothing and fashion before Dan Spadero came to me with the idea. And then after that I was kind of forced to dive deep into the clothing industry and really learn about everything that is clothing and design. And one thing led to another, and I came to graphic design from the fashion industry. And ever since then I fell in love, ever since 2012 when I first immersed myself into the culture. I've been in love with graphic design and design in general. It is what I want to do with my life, yes. I am studying graphic design at college, and I hope to build the brand King's Crown significantly over the next 4 years. And the ultimate goal is to build the brand to the point where I can rely on it as a full-time job, because that's what it's all about, doing what you love and getting paid for it. Some goals that come to mind are to hang my clothes in Ubic, which is a Philadelphia collective in Center City. And some other goals include moving to California after college. That's more of a personal thing. It has nothing to do with the brand. But the market for clothing brands and design brands it's big over there, especially in places like San Francisco and Los Angeles. Some memories that come to mind is the first day that we got shirts made. When we went to the clothing or the manufacturer, we picked up the big boxes of shirts and we brought them home. And it was just like me, my friend Dan Spadero, Sam DeMarco, and Cameron Jordan. And we were in the back of Sam's car. We brought them right to Bailey Park, and we opened the trunk, hung the shirts from the trunk, and we were just doing business right out of the trunk. Like people were rolling up and buying shirts, and we were just talking about the brand. And it was cool because it was the first stages of us really developing into businessmen, and it felt like it was the beginning of something great. But working on King's Crown in my free time has really given me an idea of what it means to turn your hobbies into your career, and I think that's really important. It's part of the recipe for being happy. I was watching a movie by Woody Allen called Crimes and Misdemeanors. And one of the characters brought up an interesting concept about how human happiness is not included in the human construct. It's something that must be acquired and strived for and reached over a certain point in time. And I think the only way to do that is to find love in either your family, a significant other, or your work. And for me, it's been my work. I've really just dove deep into what I was getting myself into and surrounded myself with people who have the same mindset about turning your hobby into your career, and I think it's been good for me. I'm very happy right now.
My name is Evan Palmieri. I am 17 and I own DJ Cabo. Began about 8 years ago. I did a Halloween party for my friend in 8th grade. And it was an interesting setup. It was just a laptop with a couple speakers, and I said, "Hey, you know what? Let's do it. I could do it." There were 10 kids at the party, and from there I've just built, and I'm here now. It's a lot of fun. It's a hobby, but I also make money doing it, so it's pretty much a job and a hobby. Yeah, I've loved music for my entire life. When I was a kid, I still do actually. I play guitar, play multiple instruments. I love music. I listen to all kinds of music. One of the great memories was actually Izzy Sweet 16. I think you both were there.
Yeah.
And I started playing theater music for these kids, and they started going off. And I stopped the music, and they were singing along, and they kept doing their dance numbers, and the party was over, and they kept going. And it was just really cool. It was like I've never had that much energy put towards a party before. It was really cool to witness.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
My name is Katie Jones, and I'm a school counselor at Haverford High School. So why am I a school counselor? Well, when I first got into education, I was actually a teacher. I taught elementary, middle, and high school, and I was lucky enough to be able to kind of transition smoothly into counseling. As a teacher, just felt drawn to the more like social, emotional, personal side of teaching. As much as I loved instructional part, I felt that I did more of that kind of like one-on-one, let's really get to know you as an individual, and that's pretty much what I spend most of my day doing now. So secondary counseling is something I felt that I kind of went that direction as opposed to elementary, even though I had a lot of experience teaching the little kids, but felt in terms of counseling there's a little bit more like meat to the counseling experience with secondary students because they're more intellectually developed and socially developed, and there's kind of a little bit more to talk about, and that's what I feel like I'm good at, is just kind of helping kids kind of talk through their issues and focus on their goals and just be more involved with students at the secondary level and planning. So in terms of finding happiness or helping students find their happiness, I think it's more about helping kids realize what their strengths are, you know, what they're good at and where their potential is, and help them realize their self-worth. And you know, naturally from that, hopefully they experience, you know, success and, you know, realize their accomplishments. And through that experience, you know, I hope that they can kind of gain happiness just from kind of learning more about themselves. So yes, I am very happy in my job, and I think it's because, you know, I think particularly I love to see the change that students make from freshman year to senior year, and that's why I love that we as counselors here at Haverford High School get to see our students through to graduation and see the natural progression and their maturity and see their successes, and have the students kind of look back and see that as well.
I'm Aiden Gwines, I'm 18, and I am interested in film and I would like to be a director someday. Yeah, I would love to get into the full career of film, and of course, from what I've heard from other people, it takes a long time to work up to some of the larger roles in the business. So after college, or in college, I'll probably start out at some of the lower tiers and then work myself up and gain some respect in the business, so that when I'm older, I can hopefully be a director or some other large role in the business. So I started getting into film probably in like 2011. That's when I bought my first camera. Well, before that, I had other cameras. I like messing around with them and stuff. But 2011 was really when I started wanted to be serious about it, because I purchased my first nice camera and I was like, this is awesome. So, and from then on, it's been going forward, doing more stuff, getting more equipment, and just preparing for college and possible career in the future.
fantasize about this back in Chicago. Mercy, mercy me, that mercy I go. That's me the first year that I blow. How you say broke in Spanish, me no I blow. Me drown sorrow in that Diablo. Can we get much higher? Caracas, Makasua. Look like a fat booty Celine Dion. Sex is on fire. I'm the king of Leon Lewis. Beyond the truest. Hey teacher, teacher, tell me how do you respond to students and refresh the page and restart the memory, respark the soul and rebuild the energy. We stop the ignorance.
So it was important that I wanted it to be good and like high quality, but it's hard to do that with 11 guys around you all the time, all shouting out ideas that they want to do, and but we all tried to work together to find funny ideas, and that was the fun part, just thinking of stuff. But when it got down to it, it's kind of like a run and gun shoot. You can't really get the shots that I want. I couldn't really get the shots that I wanted to get. The nice cinematic shots all the time, but that's what I had to do, and I couldn't always be filming because most of the video I'm in it, so we always need somebody else working the camera, and it's always difficult because they don't always know how to work it, but we got it done and it turned out great. I mean, there was a few things I would like to change in terms of like the shots, but I think it was funny, and that was what it was supposed to be. I just love just messing around with just getting cool shots right now, and a lot of the stuff that I bring out kind of just happens as I just get shots and then edit them together. But you know, yeah, that's really what's happening. I'm planning this summer to do some more short films, stuff like that. Anything I would like to say, I mean, of course I haven't had that much experience as I'm only 18, but definitely just my experience, you have that if you want to get big in the industry, you just gotta keep on making stuff, and that's something that I have to work on, and that's something that I would just give it as advice for anybody. You just gotta keep on creating stuff, creative stuff, and just keep on putting it out for the world to see, and eventually you'll get noticed for something larger, and then that will lead on to something bigger. So just have a drive, just get things done, and make sure they're finished. Don't just do a project halfway through and don't finish it. Make sure it's all done. That's what I like to say.